Hi everyone, welcome to Navigating Life with Mary. How's everyone? I know I promised that I will post more episodes, but I got so busy dealing with life sponges lately, and while I'm still rolling with it, I can say that I am at a much better place now. I wrote so many episodes for my podcast, but I never felt right to record them. So, I'm here today. If you've been listening since I started my podcast, you would know that I have my fair share of ups and downs, as all of us do. And as much as I enjoy being up in the clouds, when we win, we barely learn anything there. But it gives us a moment to pause and breathe, to collect ourselves, to have a sense of achievement and contentment, to gain strength and momentum, to prepare for a new chapter, journey, and battle, because that's what it means to be alive. No matter what you do, what you're doing, or how much you have, there will always be ups and downs. We just have different challenges because we have our own journey, our own path, our own destiny and purpose. So, I am here first and foremost to validate that whatever you are going through, whatever season you're in, your struggles are valid, your pain is valid, your joy is valid, and never let anyone take it away from you, because aside from God, nobody really knows exactly what you've been going or gone through. While I am at a waiting and long winter season, I've come across the 5 stages or 5 steps of moving on. You'll also read about it as 5 stages of grief or healing. They're pretty much the same principle that can be applied in different situations. For someone who likes being in control, I tend to linger in the stage called denial. The first stage. How can I not when I know my capabilities? How can I not when I know my tenacity? I would always try to come up with solutions to my problems. I rarely ask for help from people without paying it back one way or the other, except for my mom, who has always been my pillar of strength. This is why I tend to stay in this stage. But, God has a funny way to humble me every time. This time, He got lifelines that I rely on too much to temporarily fix my problems. As in, all of the means that I used to solve my problems myself, gone. I guess this is the foolproof way to finally get my attention. To stop relying on my strength and my ability to fix or solve everything. Because, you know what? It is exhausting. But I do it anyway because I don't want to lose control. Sometimes I use it as an excuse that I don't want to burden other people, but I don't realize how deeply buried I am, or how I am already drowning in my own problems. So, here goes the second stage. Anger. I get angry because things are not going my way. Nothing is working. Why is this happening to me? I always try to do the right things. I follow the rules as much as I can. Why me? What have I done so wrong? I start to nitpick on everything and wallow in the victim mentality. Is God mad at me? Is God even listening? I'm just so mad at my situation. Then, I transition to stage 3, bargaining. Or what the Bible said about Jacob wrestling with God. Lord, please save me this once. I will be good. I will change my ways. I will trust in you more. I promise. Blah, blah, blah. Then I start to remember God's words and throw it back to God. Lord, you said in your word, you will never leave me nor forsake me. that your plan is to prosper, not to harm me, that you will supply all of our needs. And then nothing happens. Silence. No way out. At this point, I shuffle back and forth to anger and bargaining, still being stubborn, still grasping the thin line of control that I refuse to let go. And so, after pushing and pulling, I fall into hopelessness, the stage 4, depression. I thought of ending my suffering. It's like threatening God that since He is not answering, I might as well end my suffering myself, because I couldn't wait anymore. I will just find my own way out. Still trying to be in control, and it gets even darker. But I am thankful to God, because before I fall even deeper into those dark thoughts and never come back out, He will speak to me through my daughter, through worship songs, through His Word, to help me reach the 5th stage, acceptance. The only way to truly address our problems is to accept that we do have a problem, and sometimes the problem is me. It is so hard to trust and surrender. It is, I guess, human nature. That is why some of us reach rock bottom, because only when we have nothing and no one to rely on do we only trust God. It is only when we lose our grip that we truly allow God to move and take over, to answer our prayer in His own way and not ours. It is so hard to pray for God's will to be done in our lives while we are still blinded by the will to control the outcome. We limit God by our limited creativity, resources, experience, and capacity. That's why we can't fully experience the life He wanted for us to have, the promises He wants to fulfill, and the blessings that He wants to give. It is a constant struggle, but I am letting go of all the strings I cleverly placed as my plan B, just in case things doesn't work with God, and trying by God's grace and to really let go and let God. Surrender is not always bad. In God, it is a place of grace, mercy, reconciliation, and redemption. The only foolproof way to live a storm-proof life is to trust that Jesus already paid for my sins on the cross and rose up again to intercede, to vouch for you and me. This is where I find my confidence. It is finished. The victory is won on the cross. But thankfully, He is not done with me. I know that He is constantly changing and helping me grow in my walk with Him. And until I see Him face to face, that's the only time that I can say that, Lord, I've done it by your grace. Happy Easter, everyone. God bless us all and take care. Bye.